Hey, what's up guys? How the hell are you today? Welcome back to Hub City Drones. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking out the videos, and welcome to Hub City Drones. Remember, hit that like, subscribe, and that notification button over there for me so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, especially the one I have coming out in a few weeks called Paul's Picks, where I'm going to showcase my favorite picks for Christmas 2021, show you some drones, RC cars, toys, gadgets, all that kind of good stuff. Maybe make your shopping a little easier this year and save you some money in the process. I'm super excited today. If you haven't already been able to tell, I kind of stepped out of the box, as you may say. If you know me and you know my videos, I'm a big Holy Stone and DRC fan. Today I got a GPS drone from Ruko, and it's the F11 Gim 2. This is supposed to be pretty much a badass drone and the closest thing you can get to DJI per se, in my opinion, minus the price and the 2.5 mile range. But $449 on Amazon. They have a $100 clickable coupon right now, bringing this down to $349. If this drone does everything it says it does, that is an absolute fabulous price for this drone. It is a 2-axis gimbal. It has a 4K Wi-Fi camera. It has brushless motors, hopefully, and it should, and a super long-range remote control. This thing goes 3 kilometers, 9,800 feet. That's the transmitter range and the FPV range. So I am really super excited to get it outside and do a distance test on it, see how far we can get this thing to go. But right now, we're going to unbox it. I'll show you how to set it all up, show you everything you get with it. Then we're going to take this thing outside. We're going to put this bad boy up in the air, and we're going to see just what it can do. So let's get started. Guys, let's unbox the Ruko F11 Gim 2 4K Wi-Fi camera, 2-axis stabilized gimbal, brushless motor, super long remote control range, impressive 5G FPV transmission distance drone. That's a mouthful to say. I have it to the side because I have a glare. I apologize, and I'm going to try to get the manual and everything over here so you can see it a little bit better. But so you can see the box, I just have it over here. So let's open this bad boy up and get it out of the box. Alright, so here we go. Cool. One big, huge Ziploc sandwich bag. Recycle it. Take your lunch with you when you go fly your drone. Hell, you can probably fit 3 or 4 Subway footlongs in here. Cool. Alright. That out of the way because we don't need that. Very nice case. Got your handle here. Dual zippers. Cloth. Form fitted on the inside for your drone controller and battery. Let's open it up and check this bad boy out. Dun, dun. Here we go. Voila, that's what you get. A case with a foam rubber padding. I'm kidding. Alright, we're going to pull this stuff out of the lid first. So let's see here. What do we got? Let's go to the back and try to rip this stuff out of here. So we get looks like a quick start guide. I'm sorry again for the glare. If there's a glare, I do apologize. And it looks like it just, like I said, it has a quick start. It has your QR codes for your different apps. This one here is a video guide. And then you have your Play Store and your Apple Store QR codes to get the app. It is just the Ruko app. Very cool there. Then we have one F11 Gim folding drone, Gim 2, I apologize. Folding drone manual. It looks like it's pretty well illustrated and very detailed. Remember, I know I say it all the time, guys, but read the manual, live it, learn it, know it. Don't just put the drone up in the air and fly it and try to figure it out all on your own before you know what it can and can't do. You know what I say, don't be a drone dummy. Plus, you can go online probably and you can Google the F11 Gim 2 PDF downloadable manual, and you can have it on your phone or print it out on your printer and read everything about it while you're waiting for the drone to be shipped to your door. And then when it gets there, charge your batteries, you know everything, then you're good to go. Looks like we also get one box of spare blades. This should be a complete set of hinged blades for your drone, and that is what's in there. Very cool. And then we have two USB, and I think they're Type-C charging cables. You need to use these with a 5-volt 2-amp charger box, so the one that your cell phone uses is perfectly capable of doing it. I wouldn't use anything over a 5-volt, then you risk ruining your battery. So 5-volt 2-amp charger box will work on those. Now we're going to the top, the bottom. Ta-da! So we get two, count them, two high-powered, specially designed 2500 MAH, I always say that backwards, damn it, Paul. 2500 MAH 11.7 volt LiPo drone engine. Take these bad boys up to your local gas station, pump a little bit of unleaded fuel in it, and you're good to go for 28 minutes. No, I'm joking. You have to charge them with the cables that it came with, and they just plug right into here like so. Plug this into your charger box, and you're good to go. They do take 4.5 hours to fully charge, and you get a whopping 28 minutes per battery, so you get 56 total flight time minutes with both batteries. That's very impressive. Put that back in there. Then we have one drone controller. Very cool. It feels very sturdy, very well made. You can see there is no battery compartment on the back because the controller is rechargeable. It does have a 2500, or yeah, right, a 1500 MHA. I did it again. See, an MAH 3.7 volt battery on the inside. It takes 2 hours to fully charge your controller, and I believe you get about 2.5 hours of charge time out of it. So once it's fully charged, you can use this thing well enough on probably 4 battery cycles almost before you'd have to charge it again. So if you only have the 2 batteries, then you know, charge it. It won't take the 2 hours to charge, so you're good to go. I like the grip sticks. They're very wide. It looks like this may have been designed to hold a cell phone at one time when they were maybe smaller. I don't think one would fit in there now, but there's nothing to hold it if it did. So you have your charger port on the bottom. The USB cables that came with it will fit in here as well. And you just pop them in like so, and you charge your controller. It would have been nice if it would have had a separate USB cable for the controller, but again, it only comes with 2. So let's see, we have our cell phone holder here on the top. Ooh, look how big that thing gets. So it opens from a 4.7 inch to a 6.5 inch phone is what it will hold. I have the Note 20 Ultra, and it fits perfectly in here without my OtterBox case on it. It will not fit with the case on it, so you may have to pop your phone out of the case, depending on which one you have. On the top, we have 2, not 1, but 2 long-range controller antennas. Very cool. And I do notice they do both have a wire in it, so they both do work. And it looks like there's a little hump here that I have not normally seen on other controller antennas. So that may be the long-range booster inside there. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that. So on the top here we have 2 wheels. The wheel on your left, this one is to zoom your camera in and out, and I will show you this after we set the drone up. It is not a true zoom. It's more like a pinch and zoom that you do on your phone, so don't get excited. You're not going to be able to zoom in on all those sexy girls at the beach or whatever else, so it's just a pinch and zoom. This one here rotates your camera up and down. I believe it's a 90-degree up and down tilt, and that will do that while it's in flight. Very cool. You have your camera button here. Take a picture. Push this one. You can start your video. You cannot be recording and take a picture at the same time. It will stop your video, so keep that in mind. We have 2 joystick bumpers. Take those off. You have your 2 joysticks. Wow, these feel really nice too. They're very smooth. They don't feel real loose. They're kind of a tight feel, so I like that personally. Very cool. So then over here, this is your speed button. It does have 3 speeds. It has camera mode, normal mode, and then sport mode, where the drone will do 97 miles an hour. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't go that fast. That'd be cool, but it doesn't go that fast. Your emergency stop button, your power button, and this is your return to home button. It does have 3 fail-safe features in the drone. You can use return to home if the drone gets too far away and you don't see it, know which way it's facing, hit return to home. The drone will come back home to you. Low voltage, so when the battery gets to a certain level, the drone will automatically come back to where it took off as well. And then the signal lost. If it loses the signal from the controller to the drone, I believe it's for about 5 or 6 seconds, the drone again will automatically come home. That's our controller. Very cool looking. I do like the way it feels. I cannot wait to try it out. I will turn it on when we set up the drone so you can see everything on it. Now, for the star of our show. Here we go. One F11 Gim 2 long-range drone. Let's open this bad boy up. And we got protectors on the propellers. There we go. Wow, the arms really lock into place nice. They're in there really good. I like that. So it's probably spring hinged to hold them in there. Very cool. And it feels very, very well made. So I'm going to pop these off of here real quick. There we go. 1. Come on. 2. Alright. We have uncuffed the front propellers. Wow, it's got some weight to it. You can see here you do have to register it. I've already put my registration number on it. This drone weighs 20.6 ounces with the battery, or 585 grams, so it is well above the registration requirement. You get a whopping, are you ready for this? 9,800 foot range on this drone. That's 3 kilometers or 1.8 miles. And the FPV is exactly the same. So it has a very long range FPV and it's at 5G. Very impressive. We have hinged propellers. We have brushless motors. Very cool. You have your battery on the top and it just pops out like so. And goes right back in here and locks right in. Ta-da! It's in there. You have your power button on the top. On the bottom, you have your pressure sensors, and then it looks like we have a cover here for our gimbal cover. Make sure to take this off or your videos may not look the way you want them to look. Come on. Now if I can get it off, we'll be good to go. Ooh, that is really stuck on there. Come on. Come on. Oh my lord, it's really stuck on there. Really? Alright, come on. There we go. Think we got it. There. 1 2-axis gimbal cover. And you just pop it off right here. Like so. Off it comes. That's your cover. That is your 2-axis 4K camera. It is a tilt and roll gimbal. Very cool. When I turn the drone on, I'll show you how still this thing holds itself while the drone is shaking. This is going to take some great video. It is 4K. Just note, however, if you do not have the SD card in here, which the slot is right here, it holds up to 128 gig SD card. I do recommend that you get a Class 10 U3 SD card. It is well capable of handling the 4K video. Pop that card in there. If you do not have an SD card in here, your videos will be stored on the album in the app and the album on your phone 720p. So it's a big difference. If you want that clear 4K video, you need to have the SD card in here. You can format it through the app or through your computer. It's a FAT32 format. Make sure you do that first, or your pictures and videos may not come out the way you want. Pictures are stored, or video is stored in the AVI MP4, And I want to say it's 30 frames per second. I don't believe it's 60. I could be wrong, but I think it's 30 frames per second on the camera. Your pictures are stored, phone, app, all of that in 4K, so you don't have to worry about pictures with the SD card. They are stored in the true 4K. There we have it. The Ruko. Ruko? Ruko. Yeah, I said that right? Roku is the TV. Ruko F11 Gim 2. I like it. I'm excited. I want to get this thing up in the air. So I'm going to clean this up, you guys, and then we are going to show you, or I'm going to show you, how to connect the drone to your phone, the phone to the drone's Wi-Fi, the controller, the app, all that good stuff. So next we'll do the setup, and then we're going to put this badass in the air, and we're going to check it out. Okay, now it's time to get this bad boy ready to put in the air and fly. And the first thing you have to do is calibrate your drone. Don't let the word calibration or gyros or all that stuff scare you off from getting a GPS drone. In my opinion, they are absolutely the easiest, safest drones for anyone to fly, even if you're a beginner. The stability is great. The control is great. The return to home fail-safes are great, and they're all through the GPS. So you have to calibrate it. Make sure the drone is on a flat, level surface before you calibrate the drone, or it will not calibrate right, and it may not let you calibrate it at all. So to calibrate the gyros, which is the internal measurement unit in your drone, or called an IMU, that sends hundreds of signals a second to each motor in the drone, allowing them to compensate for the strength of the wind and for the gravitational pull. That's what helps give the drone its altitude hold. So when you launch it, it goes up 4 or 5 feet and it stays right there and doesn't move on you. If there's no GPS in the drone, it's going to drift, and that's where you'll have to set your trim, and you can see that in other videos I have of non-GPS drones. So let's calibrate the gyros first. Take your controller, both joysticks up and out, and these lights are going to blink really quick and stop. That simple. There they go. That's it. Your gyros are now calibrated. Next is the compass calibration. There's 2 steps to this. Really simple. Again, flat level surface, and you need to calibrate the gyros and the compass calibration if you ever crash the drone, or when you change the batteries out on the drone and you're going to put it up again, or if you move to another location to fly the drone. Always do the compass and the gyro calibration. It's just a good habit to get into. I know a lot of people tell you only have to do it if you crash your drone, but hey, it only takes a couple minutes, not even, and it just assures you're going to have a safe flight. All right, anyway, compass calibration. Both controllers, joysticks up and in. Now you see that the lights are blinking fast again, but they've actually changed colors now. We have red and white in the front and a beautiful pink in the back. Calibrate the compass. Again, flat level surface. You're going to take the drone and you're just going to do one complete turn. Now, your controller will beep once on that phase and twice on the second phase, so you'll know you've done a complete circle and it is calibrated. On the app, and I'll show you that when we get into the app here in just a minute, it will show you on the app which way to turn or what phase of the calibration you're in. All right, so one full turn, doesn't matter which way you go, just flat level surface, and a complete turn. There you go, the controller beeped once, it's ready for the second part. Now you're going to take your drone and hold it upright like this. It doesn't matter, head up, head down, doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter which way you turn it. Again, just one full turn. The controller will beep twice. There it goes. You're calibrated, and this little dude is ready to be put in the air and fly. That's pretty much it. I told you it's simple. It doesn't take long at all. You're calibrated. You're good to go. So now let's go ahead and we're going to take a look. I want to show you guys the LCD screen on the controller. I'll go over all these little cool looking symbols and everything, what they mean and what they stand for. Then we'll open the app and we'll get into the app, and I'll go over all the features on the app for you. If you're not interested in this part, fast forward to the next chapter and check out the test flight. So let's look at the controller. Alright, let's look at the LCD screen on the controller. This is a really cool controller. It's got a lot of information on it. as you can hear and see right now, it is trying to connect to the drone. I do have the drone on, so I can show you that it will do this and beep until it connects to the drone. Once it connects, it'll make a long sort of beep sound and let you know that you're connected. There we go. Now it says we're in GPS mode. Now this is to fly outdoors. So real quick, if you take your speed switch button and you press it in and hold it in, it will take the drone out of GPS mode and it will put it into what they call attitude mode. And I'll show you. Just press the speed switch down, and there you go. Now you're in attitude mode. Now with this mode, you necessarily don't have to calibrate the drone. Still calibrate the gyros, but you don't have to do the compass. And I believe I don't think there's any directions on how to trim it. I don't know if the drone needs to be trimmed or not. It may be. I'll have to look into that more. But anyway, this is so you can fly it indoors or outdoors if you don't want to use the GPS feature. Unless you're really experienced, I wouldn't recommend flying it outside without GPS. To change it back, just do the same thing again. Long press the button. And you're back in GPS mode. And it will continue to blink GPS up there on the top until it finds a GPS satellite signal. So we'll start at the left side of the screen there, and I'll kind of explain everything to you, what it all means. So those 6 bars going up and in on the left next to where it says speed, that is actually your speed the drone is in. Remember, it's a 3-speed. It does default to speed 2. So I'll click it again. I'll show you. This is sport mode. That's speed 3. That's the fastest the drone will go. Camera mode is speed 1, which is a great speed for shooting video. And the second speed's not too bad either. And this normal mode, and that's the one again it defaults to. So the next little symbol up there, the little... looks like the little Wi-Fi bar signal there. That's actually your long-range distance signal. So when that starts to drop those bars, your drone's FPV is starting to get further away, and you're going to lose it once you have I believe it's that 1 dot. You'll start having some delay and choppiness in the video, so you may want to bring the drone back to you more. The next one, that's the controller battery level, so you know how full the battery is on your controller. Next is your GPS signal strength. Unfortunately, this one doesn't tell you how many satellites you're connected to, which is, I don't know, kind of a bummer, but at least it gives you the signal strength, and that will go up to, I believe it's 5 bars for full strength. The one next to that with the little controller again is your controller signal strength. That's the strength that between the drone and the controller. So we have 5 bars, perfect. We have full strength. And all the way over to the right with the little drone that has a battery covering the right side of it, that's the drone battery level. And those 6 bars going up and in on the right is the same thing. Those will drop as your battery starts to drain on the drone. So that's all that is. That just measures your drone battery, which is cool. And you'll see all this will be on the app as well, but it's cool to have it right here at the controller. In the middle, it says GPS mode. Again, we found a signal. I'm in my house, so I'm really shocked that we found a GPS signal, but we have one. I showed you already how to take it and put it into attitude mode. At the bottom there, that is your distance in meters, your height in meters. You cannot change this from meters to feet, so that's kind of a bummer too. And then you have your distance speed, meters per second, and your vertical speed, meters per second. That's how fast the drone ascends and descends. That will be a minus symbol when you're coming down next to the speed when you're descending, just because you're going backwards basically on it. So it'll have a reverse looking speed for you. And we lost our GPS signal. So now I'll show you a couple things on here that you can see on the screen as well. When you zoom the camera in, it will tell you zoom in, zoom out. Really cool. The other one will tell you gimbal up, gimbal down. That's where you adjust the camera. Next one is show you that you've taken a photo. Then it goes away, and then you can start the video. And when you do this, it'll say video on, and you'll have that little record symbol up there will continue to blink so you know that you are recording video. Hit it again, it stops the video like that. And you're good to go. Then you have your return to home button. When you tap that, it will tell you coming home. Exit, go home. And back to GPS mode. So that's it. That's the controller, guys. It's really simple. That's everything it does. So now I want to go ahead and open up. Oh, I want to show you one more thing. See if I can get it to do it. It will also tell you if there's a compass error on the drone. So I'm going to try to take my drone here and turn him upside down and weird like and see if it'll do it. It may not. But if there's an error with the calibrating on the drone, this will come up and it will read compass error. And of course it didn't do it to me because I'm trying to do a video. But hey, whatever. But it'll come up and tell you. There's all kinds of information on the screen as well as the app. So in junction together, they both work really well together, the app and the controller. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the app next. I want to show you all the features and functions on the app. I'll go through them the best I can, not make it too long. I just want to show you all because I'm sure once I get this little badass up in the air, I'm absolutely going to forget to tell you a couple features on the app because I'm going to be just that damn excited. So I'll go over a few of them, show you what they are, and there's a couple little hidden features in the app that a lot of people don't know about, and they are really, really cool features. So let's go check out the app. Alright, let's check out the Ruko Gim 2 app. It's called the Ruko Drone app. You can get it free at Apple or Google Play Store. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is download your app. Then you need to connect the drone and the controller together. So you have to pair the two of them. I showed you how to do that earlier. Just turn them both on and wait for them to find each other. I noticed that on this particular drone, it does not omit the Wi-Fi signal for you to hook it up to your phone until the controller and the app are paired. I mean, the controller and the drone are paired. So we're going to turn on the drone, and then we're going to turn on the app, and we'll let them find each other. There we go. So now the drone and the controller are communicating. So now the drone's emitting the Wi-Fi signal. I say that Wi-Fi because you do not need an internet connection or an internet provider or any of that other good stuff in order to hook your phone or tablet up to the drone. You just need a device that can connect to a Wi-Fi signal. To do that, go to your Wi-Fi settings in your phone, wherever it may be, tap on it, and then wait for it to refresh itself, and you'll see it right there. It came up, Ruko Gim 6F350E-BRG. I don't know if yours will say the same thing, but they'll all start with Roku. There it goes. I said the TV again with the Ruko Gim title in the Wi-Fi transmission name or SID name. All right, so you want to click on it. It's going to connect. You may get a pop-up telling you you're connected with no internet. That is perfectly okay. That's what you want. You may even get a pop-up asking you if you want to keep the Wi-Fi signal or switch to cellular data. Keep the Wi-Fi signal. This is how the drone sends the FPV or video transmission to your phone in the app, and how the app and the drone communicate. So now we are connected. So let's go ahead and open the app. Ta-da! And there you go. This is the app. It is the app version 1.2.8-1103. That doesn't really mean anything. I just figured I'd throw that in there. So at the top right corner here, you're going to see a little drop-down menu, and it's going to have the GIM and the GIM 2. Of course, you want to click the GIM 2. That's what we're flying. Unless you're flying the GIM, then click that one. Down in the lower right-hand corner here, you have your controls, your learned videos, and your guide. The guide opens up kind of a little 3-menu thing here. You can do the help manual, and it's just a mini manual to tell you what problems you could run into if your drone won't connect to the Wi-Fi and all that, or your phone won't connect to the Wi-Fi and all that good stuff. Hit the back arrow. The next one is the Learn to Fly, and this one will give you a couple of videos you can watch, kind of like what I'm doing. Tells you a few things about the drone, maybe not as in detail. Then your quick start. And this is, again, just a mini manual, how to do your controller, the battery, how to calibrate it. Pretty cool. That's all incorporated into the app. So we'll get out of here. We'll get out of here. The next one is your learned video, and this one I'm not going to do it. I believe it takes you to a YouTube page, and it'll show you a video on the drone, kind of like what you're watching now. Let's go to the controllers. So I need to take off the camera gimbal cover. That might help. All right. Forgot about that. You can see here the camera is crooked here on the screen. It will correct itself after you calibrate the drone. So let's go ahead and do that again. I'm going to show you. You cannot calibrate it through the app, but the app will show you that you've completed the necessary steps. It'll have a little pop-up screen on the app that comes up. So again, we're going to calibrate it. We'll do the gyros first. Again, up and out on the gyros. You see there, horizontal calibration is done and complete. Now the compass calibration, and for this one, up and in. There we go, our lights are changed. And now you can see here on the screen, the app screen, it is telling you to keep the drone about 3.28 feet off the ground. Wherever you're calibrating it, more than likely you'll have it up that high unless you're doing it right on the ground from where you're going to take it off. Now you don't have to calibrate it right exactly where you're going to take it off from. Or I go out to fly, there's some little tables, I calibrate it there, and I walk it over to where I want it to launch at. So anyway, one quick turn on a flat level surface. Controller beeps, and now you can see the screen on your app has changed, telling you to go the other direction. Again, hold it up, doesn't matter, camera up, camera down, doesn't matter which way you turn it, just one full complete turn. Beep twice, it tells you to place the aircraft on a level surface and keep the aircraft still. That's it, we're calibrated, we're good to go. Now the camera will correct itself here in a minute, at least it should. If it doesn't, I'll show you how to fix that. This top left corner here, this is where all your prompts will show up. You can turn those off. You can actually turn the voice prompts off as well, and I'll show you how to do that in just a few minutes. But it'll show you everything you need to know. It'll tell you you're ready to fly, when you're connected, all that good stuff. This green line on the top there that runs all the way across your screen is actually your drone's battery level on the app. So when your battery starts to drain, that green line is going to fade to the left and will finally turn yellow, and then it'll turn red when your drone's about to drop out of the sky. No, I'm kidding. It will come home when the battery gets to a certain level. It will only go like 30 meters out, 30 meters up, and then when it turns red, the drone will return to home and land. Next to that, you have your controller battery level. It's 4.0 volts right now, so we're pretty much charged. Next is your little satellite there. That actually shows you your satellite signal strength. Just like on the controller, there is no satellite number. It just shows you your strength. The next one is your your drone's battery level. And again, just like the green line, this 12.9 volt will change and drop as your battery starts to decrease. So I'll get to those little dots in a minute, but let's go over here to the left side of the screen. This is your auto takeoff. And this will pop up and you just slide it in, you confirm that's what you want it to do. We're going to cancel it. I don't want to take it off in my house. This arrow will turn around and point downward once the drone is in flight. So you can use it as an auto land feature as well. But you can lift the drone off the ground and land it with the left joystick on your controller after the motors are unlocked. The next one is your return to home. It will ask you to confirm you want the drone to come home. So you'll hit yes if you want it to come home. We'll cancel that because it's already home. Next is your bonus features, I guess you could call them. You have an image follow, you have your GPS follow, and I will show you that when we test fly this thing. The GPS follow thing is kind of pretty cool. It locks onto the GPS signal in your phone. You can put it in your pocket or whatever you need to do and walk around, and the drone will literally follow you. Just remember, no obstacle avoidance on this bad boy, so make sure you're in an open area or the drone's not going to run into something or hit something while it's following you. Next is your music. If you tap on this one, you can see here, you can click this select menu. There's like 12, I think, 3, 6, 9, 11. Yeah, 11, 12 counting the no music. But anyway, you can tap on these and what they will do. That one's cool. What that does is it plays a short clip of music on the video that the drone is recording. Give it some kind of cinematic drama effect to your video, because remember, the drone does not record sound itself. So it's kind of a cool feature if you want to add music to your drone. I believe these clips are only around 30 to 40 seconds long, so you can't play it the whole time you're doing your video, which is kind of a bummer, but it would be nice if it had like a repeat or loop feature on it to get them to keep going. So anyway, that's done. We'll get out of here, hit the X paw. There we go. Open these back up. Next, you have your VR, and yes, you can fly this with VR goggles, and it simply splits them like this. It's really cool. Now, you do not need a special pair of VR goggles to fly the drone. If you have an old pair laying around and you can put your phone into it, it will work. Oh, we went completely out of the app that time. Come on. All right. Next is your lens angle. Open that up. I'm not sure what it does exactly. It puts this little zoom thing here on your screen so you can zoom in and out. But I'll tell you some more about the zoom on this here. Next is your gesture. If you click that, when you do a peace sign, hold on, we lost our drone shut off because I'm talking too much. A peace sign will take your picture, a high five, the drone will start recording video. Just remember, if you're recording a video and you go to take a picture, your video is going to stop. So you'll have to hit record again to get your video to continue because it will interrupt your video. Next is route rules. This is really cool. I'm going to attempt to show you this when I test fly the drone. I don't have a whole lot of room here in my neighborhood, so I'll just do a little short one. This one's really cool. You go up here. I normally go up here to the layers and I switch it to satellite. Oh no, now everybody can see where my house is. And then zoom it in. You really want to make sure you know where you're putting your points for the drone to follow. So I zoom mine in as much as I possibly can, unless the area is a little bit bigger. And then you just tap where you want the drone to go. And I think you can do up to, I want to say it's like 20 different points. But you can have it do all kinds of things. You can have it shoot way over here and way back over here. Then when you hit go, let's see if it'll do it. It may not do it because it's not connected. Yeah, when you do it, the drone will take off and it will go to point 1, 2, 3, all the way around wherever you have them tapped at. So what I mean by making sure you know where you're tapping it is if you're not zoomed in and you tap it over, let's clear these out of here. Say you tapped it over here, you got a good chance it's going to run into that tree. So be very careful with that. Again, remember, no obstacle avoidance on this drone. All right, so let's get out of this. So your filter, open it up. It's exactly what it says it is. You can do a cartoon mode, there's a sketch mode, and the drone will record it in this. It's kind of cool. So just another special effect. Then you can record in black and white as well. You can see there it's in black and white. So pretty cool. All right, so open it up. The next one here is your zoom. You can zoom in. Now, the zoom on the drone is not really a digital zoom. It's more, I don't know what they call it. It's like a pinch and zoom on your phone where you take your fingers and you zoom in. It doesn't really zoom it in, so you're going to lose a lot of quality in the video if you zoom in on things. And I'll show you. Let's take a look over here at my patch. Well, oh, we left it in black and white. Hold on, I don't like that. Let's take it out of black and white. None. There we go. All right. So the zoom, open it. You can see there, I'll hold it up because it zoomed way far in. Zoom it in. See there, it's just a pinch and zoom is all it really is. So you can see how clear it is here. And then when you zoom it in, it takes the clarity away. So I don't use it. You can, but again, it just kind of takes the clarity of the picture away. So that's all your little bonus features. Down here on the bottom left corner, this is your compass. And this just shows you which way the drone is facing. You see here, I'm turning the drone and that little icon changes as well. More used for when the drone's far away and you don't know which way the head of the drone is facing. That little green fan that comes out of that little red triangle there, that's the direction your drone is facing in. So let's keep at the bottom here. On the bottom here, this is your distance, your height, your distance speed, and your vertical speed up and down. The app shows it to you too. The app is in meters, but this one you can actually change to feet, which is super cool. I hate trying to do the math with meters when the drone's in the air and I'm trying to figure out how far away it is or all that other good stuff. This one actually shows you in real time in feet. So pretty cool. All right, so down the bottom again here on the lower right hand corner, there's this mic. If you tap this mic, your video is going to record sound, but it's going to record the sound that's coming into your cell phone mic or whatever device you're using for your FPV screen for the app. That's what it's going to record. So if the drone's 300, 400 feet away and you're talking to your buddy or whatever, it's going to record all that. So you can't take the drone and fly it up somewhere and record someone talking, which you shouldn't do anyway, or the stream flowing. You won't get any of that. So if you don't want it, keep it off. This one here, this little play button, this is your album. And you can see here, you go here, it shows your videos, it shows your photos, and it will show you what's on your SD card as well. And it will load everything on there. Now the videos that are stored and pictures stored on the SD card, you can download them to your phone with the card in the drone, but it takes quite a while, and the drone will more than likely shut off on you if the video is a long enough video. So it's best just to get an adapter and take the SD card out, plug it into your computer or laptop, and you can get the videos right off the SD card. That way it's a lot easier that way. All right, out of here. Oh, no, hold up. There we go. All right, so the little circle is your record and picture button. This is one of the only features actually on the whole app and the drone I don't care for. You have to switch it from video to camera. I wish there was a separate one to take a picture and a separate one to record a video. But you can see here the one above that, that little oval shape, it's got a camera on it. That's going to take your picture. And that's what it does. Then you can switch it over to video, and then it will start recording your video. Just remember, if you're recording and you go to take a picture, it will interrupt your video. So we'll stop that. We don't need to record. Now toward the top right hand corner, these numbers right here, this is your SD card. It actually shows you how big your card is and how much room you have left on your SD card. Remember, class 10 U3 SD card up to 128 gigabytes for this drone. Format it. It's a FAT32 format. If you don't format the SD card first, you may run into some problems with green screen or choppy video, or video that is just not 4K quality at all. So very important, get the right SD card. Okay, so now these little dots, these are kind of a hidden feature in the app that I was telling you about that's really cool. So if you tap on these, this opens up your parameters. When you first get the drone, this parameter button here will be in beginner mode. See if I can tap it without messing anything up. Nope, I knew that was going to happen. Let me move this guy out of my way here. All right. So there you go. It's in beginner mode. The drone's probably going to shut off again, guys, but we'll deal with that. So this is beginner mode. Your distance is limited to 30 meters away, 30 meters high, and your return home height is 20 meters high, which is about 60 feet. And then these give you about 100 or so feet. I'm not exact sure. I know it's 3.21 times the meter for your feet. So that gives you your feet. All you do is just take it out of beginner mode. If you're ready to do that, it'll ask if you want to quit. You hit yes, and then hit save, and it'll say save successfully. This part you can adjust before you put the drone up in the air or turn it on. The other ones, you kind of need the drone on to do it. So we're out of beginner mode, so now you can slide these all the way up to the, hey, I wasn't done with you, all the way up to the 3,000 meters, flight altitude all the way up to 120 meters. And I normally keep my return to home height, because of where I fly it, there's some big power lines, but I keep mine right at about 40 feet-ish. I think it's like close to 130 feet high. I know the power line's about 120 feet high. So you can get all these, you set save. This is saved, and you don't have to adjust these every time you fly the drone. They're saved, and when you open it, it will default right back to your last settings on here. The next one, this is a really, really cool feature on this app, is your track button. So if you're flying your drone and for whatever reason it falls out of the sky or you lose it, can't find it, tap Find Drone. And it will actually open up a map, and you can change it to satellite as well. And this way you can see where the drone is. It's not going to be an exact location. It may be off by 10, 15 meters or so, but it'll definitely give you a great starting point to go look for your drone, and chances are you'll find it. So it's very, very cool feature. Next one is another feature I like, and I found a little hidden gem on this feature. It's your flight records. This tells you all the records that you have while flying the drone. And what's really cool is when you tap on this, this part here will open up and it will show your flight distance, your duration of the flight. Then if you hit this play button, this will show you your route that the drone flew for that entire flight. I had more flights on there. I don't know where they, oh, because I'm on my tablet, not my phone. But anyway, if you open it up and you do this play button, it shows you exactly the pattern your drone flew around for that whole entire flight. It is just super cool. You can hit play and the drone will follow it. You can do it up to, I think it's 4 times fast to go through it all. You can share it. It's just super cool. Hit the controller button and this will show you what controllers you were actually tapping at the time while the drone was flying. This is just a super cool feature. I really like it. It gives you all the information you need. The height you went, the distance you went, your vertical speed, your horizontal speed. Really cool feature. Very cool. Okay, so next I was telling you, if your camera doesn't straighten up, you can go here in this settings here, and you can do a PTZ automatic calibration on your camera. So if you calibrated the drone and you've got Wi-Fi signal, but your camera is still crooked in your screen, do a PTZ calibration. It takes about 1.5 minutes for it to do it, but that will straighten it up. Then you have your roll and your pitch fine tune that you can do. So now these little dots up here have yet another feature when you're in this screen. Tap them again. Now you can change from meters to inches. So you can have your kilometers per hour or your meters per second. So it'll show you kilometers, it will show you meters. I keep mine on inches because it's just so much damn easier to figure it all out. Below that you have your show the route. Now if you turn this off, that little cool feature I showed you before where it shows you the pattern your drone flew for that particular flight, it won't keep track of that. Next one is your display prompt message. That's the message in the top left corner that tells you ready to fly, land, all the other good stuff. If you don't want to see those, you can turn those off. Then if you don't like the lady that talks in the app, you can shut her up as well. You just tap that button and you won't hear her anymore. I have all mine on because they're really cool features and I absolutely love them. Okay, so I want to show you the camera. We're leveled out. I've reconnected it all. But I'm just going to give you a little demonstration and show you just how great this camera is. It absolutely blew me away. Just so impressive. So I'm going to turn over here to my patch wall again. I'm going to try to keep the drone in the camera so you can see it. But look how still that picture is, and I'm rocking this thing back and forth, and it's not moving. It'll do the same thing up and down. Now your drone will not go up and it will not go down. So the roll feature is just for an up and down draft on the wind. But side to side, when you awe it, you can see there, the picture is still level. It does not turn. If I hold the camera and do it, you can see the picture turns. Absolutely a great gimbal on this thing. So let's go ahead and unlock the motors real quick. I want to see if you guys can hear her talk. It is super cool. I don't know if you'll get to hear her when we're out doing the test flight, but I'm going to unlock the motors here and see if we can get her to fly. I'm going to put it in attitude mode.
Attitude mode.
Oh, look, she said attitude mode. That is just so cool. So now if I unlock the motor, she's going to say fly, and it's just really cool. I hope you can hear it. So let's see. She said fly. So I'll put it back in GPS mode and you'll hear her talk again.
GPS mode.
Absolutely cool. Very impressive. I love that the app talks to you. We're good. I've showed you the calibration. We've gone over the controller. We've gone over the app. I say we get this badass outside and we put it up in the air and we see exactly how it handles and flies. Let's go do it. Okay guys, so I'm going to show you again real quick how to calibrate the drone before you lift it off. You can see them in the back of my truck, so you don't necessarily have to calibrate it right where you're going to lift it off from, as long as you carry it over to that spot and don't, just keep it as level as possible and it will work for you. So again, you want to go up and out on the controllers to do the gyros. There you go, and then we're going to go up and in to do the compass, and then again you're going to spin the drone around one way, this way. The controller will beep. There it goes. Then part 2 is you hold it up. Again, doesn't matter, camera up, camera down, or which way you turn it. Controller beep twice. We are calibrated, and now we're waiting for a GPS signal. and I'm going to carry it out to where we're going to take off. And once this traffic goes by, I'll go ahead and hit the auto takeoff button on the app so you can see it. We'll unlock the motors.
Fly.
She says fly. It's so cool the app talks to you. We're going to hit the auto takeoff. We're going to slide the button over. There we go. And there you can see it's not doing the toilet bowl effect, so our calibration worked. Now there is a pretty good wind. I'm going to turn it around so you can see the flag. And you can see we got a pretty decent wind going today. Of course, as I show you the flag, the wind's going to calm down. But you can see the camera is really still. When the wind picks up some more, I'll show you it better. I'll show you the flag. But there was a very nice takeoff, not bad at all. And that's all it does. It just goes up about 5 feet and then you're good to go. And you can hear how powerful these motors are. I'll get it a little bit closer to me since I have the mic so you can hear it a little better. If I don't hit myself with it first. Very cool. There's no delay in the controller. The communication from the controller to the drone is like instant. It just goes. Forward and backwards. You have your up and down. Then you go all left and all right. So remember, when you start the drone the first time, it does default to speed 2. So if you want to slow it down, you got to go through speed 3 and then back to 1. So what I'll do is I'll go out here and I'm going to go to the end of my yard here, and I'll come at the camera guy and you guys can see the speed. That is speed 1, but let me turn him around here. Get him over a little bit. Wow, he handles really well. I'm going to go up just a tad bit so I don't take him out when I fly over him. Angle this camera. This is the camera adjustment here. You can see it here. I'll do it now if you look at the screen. And it's tiltable 90 degrees, straight up and then straight down. I'll bring it down a little bit. All right, and now I'm gonna, this is speed 1 right here. Nice steady speed, not bad at all. I'll bring him back and then I'll come at it again and I'll show you speed 2. Turn them around. Doo-doo-doo. All right. Speed 2, or otherwise known as normal mode on the controller. And here we go, speed 2. And you let go of the joystick and he stops right there. That's the great thing about a GPS drone. There's no drifting at all. Speed 2, pretty decent speed. I like speed 2. It's actually still really comfortable. Now we're going to do speed 3. This one is rather quick. All right, I'm going to hit it. You heard the 3 beeps. Now we're in speed 3 and here we go. And again, let off the controller and that's it. He'll stop. I'll bring him over here so you can see a little better. So that's it. The joystick down. Once you let go, he levels himself and stops. Same with up. Wherever height you go, he'll stop and stay there. And you can see me now. I'm not holding the controller. And I'll bring it down so you can see me and the drone. And that's what he's doing right there. I mean, you can literally take a drink, go to the bathroom if you need to, and come back and he'll be right here waiting for you as long as your battery doesn't die. All right, so I'm going to get him over here. I'm going to show you guys the follow me mode. Let me open up the app here and I'll go through some of them. So we have the follow me mode. He does have to be, I believe it's like 15 feet away from you to do it. And I'll get him up here and we'll hit follow me. I think I just closed it. So let's see, did that do it? Usually there's a prompt that tells you, hold on, I'll get it. That's not what I wanted. Hello, what are we doing? All right, let's see. Did that do it? All right, let's see if we can get this to work. I must not be hitting it right or something. I know I'm hitting it. All right, I think he did it that time. So let me start walking and I'll see if he follows me. And you can see right there, he's following me. I'll walk forward. I don't have the controller. I'm not doing that. And he is following me. I'll stop and go back the other way and he'll compensate. And right there, he's following me again. Got a car coming, so I have to stop it, put him up in the air. All right, so let's see, he might still be in it. And you can see there, he's starting to tilt and come toward me. I'll stop, come back the other way. Very cool, it works really well. Remember, he's not actually following you, he's just following the GPS signal in your cell phone. So you could put it in your pocket and walk around and he would follow you. All right, so I'm kind of skeptical about this next feature I want to show you guys. It's the trajectory flight. Oh, I gotta take him out, hold on. And then you just tap it again and he leaves the mode. So that's it, just open it again, tap the follow me, and he'll take it out. You can see now he's out of follow me mode, and you have full control again. So this next one, I'm not too sure about. And this is the trajectory flight, or route rules it's called on the app. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a small one because I don't have a whole lot of room. But you open it up, you can see there your map shows up. I always turn it on to the satellite, so I can see where I'm at better. We're gonna zoom it way in here. I can't see too well. All right, let me see here. I'm really scared to try this, you guys. I'm afraid I'm gonna wreck this damn drone. All right, but I'm gonna go here. Yeah. And then we'll go right there. And then we'll have him come over to the driveway. Now I'm going to hit go. If he's going to crash, I'm going to go ahead and take it out of this real quick. So here we go. There's point 2. And over to point 3. And that's it. When it's done, he stops. Your trajectories go away. You can close that out. Oh, we closed the app. We don't want to do that. All right. So now we're back. That's the trajectory flight. I don't want to do the return to home. It does work, guys, but I don't want to do it because I don't have a whole lot of room here and he's going to shoot way up in the air. But I'll fly him around a little bit so you can see how he handles. It's really great. I still have him in speed 3, by the way. But he flies really well. This camera is great, by the way, guys. I was hoping the wind would pick up a little more so I could show you how steady it is. Here we go. Now we're getting a little bit of wind. Let me show you these flags here, and you guys maybe can see how good they're whipping. But that flag is moving pretty decent. I think we're at about a 9 to 10 mile an hour wind right now. And I can see the drone shaking. You can see it yourself. It's moving around, but that camera is absolutely still. I love the camera. It's great on this little drone. All right, I'm gonna take him for a good lap here and show you guys. I could go up in the air, but you guys know he'll go up to 400 feet. It's about 396 technically. The app won't let you go over 400 feet. There you go, now the wind's kicking a little bit more. And you can see how still that picture is. You can't even tell that wind is blowing like that with the camera. It's actually really great. The gimbal on this drone is awesome. I like it, I really do. Had a really smooth takeoff. All right, so I'm gonna take him, fly him around here just for a bit so you guys can see him. We'll take him up a little bit. You can see he's moving around, but he fights the wind. He'll stay. That's the GPS, and he's just staying put. And now he's really fighting that wind. Wow, you can hear him fighting it. That's great. This great power in this drone. The performance is awesome. This little guy's doing everything he can to stay where he needs to be. Great little drone, guys. I like it. Give you a little fly around here real quick. Bring him over here and I'll go around in a circle, give you guys a better look at him. And then we're going to wrap this little video up. There you go, that's the Gim 2, Ruko's F11 Gim 2. Look at that thing shaking. I want to get this flag in the picture again, you guys. Look at these flags. I mean, that's a good stiff wind, and this camera is just steady. Wow, I'm really impressed with the gimbal on this camera. All right, so I will get it out west of town where we're actually allowed to fly these things. And I will do a range test on it. So far, I've gotten it to go 3,400 feet, which is the furthest I've gone with a drone so far. So for me, that's pretty far. It will go 1.8 miles, so we're gonna try it out. So watch for that video as well. All right, I'm gonna land him, show you how good he lands, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the Ruko. Is it Ruko or Roku? No, Roku's the TV. Ruko is the drone. I always get that messed up. Ruko F11 Gim 2 GPS drone. So here we go. I'm gonna land him. If I don't take the cameraman out with me. Simple to land, just throw the joystick down and he will land. Not too bad of a landing. Well, there you have it. Ruko's F11 Gim 2 long-range 5 gigahertz drone with a 2-axis gimbal. This is a great drone. I'm absolutely going to give it 5 stars. This will definitely be in Paul's Picks, our upcoming Christmas episode. That'll be out sometime around the end of October, beginning of November. Maybe sooner if I get it done in time. Don't know. But watch for it. Hit that like, subscribe, and that notification button. They're actually down there. Go hit them so you don't miss that episode or any of our upcoming episodes. I'm going to go do a range test on all the drones that I have featured, plus the HS720E, which I have not done a video on yet, but I promise it is coming. It's a great drone. Don't believe all the reviews you hear about that drone. It is actually a really good drone. Anyway, 5 stars by far. Go to Amazon, get you one. The $100 clickable coupon is no more. Now it's a $25 clickable coupon, but they've lowered the price to $365 now, so you can get it with that coupon for 330 bucks. That's an absolute steal on this drone. I think I paid $30 more for it with the $100 off coupon. So go get it now while it's cheap enough. Great drone. You'll have it the next day. Remember, download that manual so you can read it before you get your drone. Then you can put this thing up in the air when you get it and you're ready to go. Well, charge the batteries and the controller first, but then you'll be ready to go. That's going to do it. Thank you for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Have fun out there. Stay safe. And until next time, don't be a drone dummy.